It's Jackie, and I'm here to do another journal flip through with you. I have like a million pages. It's been a while since I've done an update, so I'm going to just hop straight into it, and hopefully we get through them all within the 15 minutes that I have. Otherwise, I might have to split it up into two videos. So we jump right into the August divider, and I made that with a piece of Heidi Swapp memory planner paper. I dug out some of my old teal thickers. I have been trying to use up my teal thickers. I have so many sets of them. And I used all kinds of IM collection pieces of ephemera. That's another thing I'm trying to get through. To be perfectly honest with you, I think I bought way too many supplies for this between the IM collection, the Heidi Swapp memory planner collection, just so much stuff. And I've been working with it now since like February, and I just want to get through it at this point. So yeah, I'm just so ready for a new collection. I kind of just wanted to give myself a shout out on this page because I have never kept a journal this consistently for such a long period of time. I'm really proud of myself, so that's what this page is a bit about. So I just titled it I'm Documenting Life, and I just cut this out of a IM collection Snap Simple Stories 4x6 journaling card. I just trimmed off the excess, and I used a bunch more bits from that collection. I think this journaling card came from the same collection. So it's a pretty simple page. My next page is called Caught in the Rain, and it's on a piece of Avery filler paper that went with the binder. And this is just talking about how my husband and I we went for a run. I haven't been running much lately, so it was kind of a big deal for me to go out, and it was like torrential downpour. It was so rainy. So I had this old, I think this is actually a Snap Simple Stories journaling card as well, but it's an old one. So I just cut that out. I have these puffy stickers I got at like my post office. I've had those for a while, so I was happy to get the chance to use them. And then these are just some thickers that I got in at Winners that day. A little bit of stamping on the bottom, and a lot of writing for that day. And then we finally found a place to duck for cover, so I just took a picture of my husband because he was soaking wet from the rain. I got some Freckled Fawn, or not, is it Freckled Fawn? Yeah, Freckled Fawn pie chart there. And a little piece of Heidi Swapp washi tape. This was a My Mind's Eye rub-on, and another Freckled Fawn sticker there. So I like the way that page turned out. On this page, I kind of channeled my inner Amy Tangerine. I took a piece of mixed media paper, and it's just talking about, I just had like 3 days where I was just walking for days. It was crazy. So I used some Amy Tangerine die cuts, and I think I used gelatos back here as a backdrop, and then I used watercolors to write my title, and that's my first time trying to really do brush lettering with watercolors. I have so much trouble with brush lettering because I'm left-handed, but I keep plugging away at it, and I think it turned out okay. And then I just used watercolors to fill in yellow kind of everywhere else. The next one was my dad's birthday. He turned 60, and what we did for him is he loves skunks. I'm sorry about the noise. There's something going on outside. He loves skunks, so we had 60 skunks put out in his front yard. And we put up a sign that said "Happy Stinkin' 60th Birthday, Dad," that has Pepe Le Pew on it. So. And then we also put together like a 12 by 12 frame for him. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the noise. Oh, I think it's going away. We put together a 12 by 12 frame for him, so there he is standing holding it. So this was just a piece of mixed media paper, and I just put my photos down and kind of washi taped the whole thing with some yellow washi. I have some basic gray birthday die cuts, so that's where I got the Celebrate the 1 year older, Surprise, these little confettis, the stars in the corners, and then just a little bit of journaling, and those are just some, I think those are pink paisley alphas, I can't exactly remember. And then I got another Ipsy bag, another month, another Ipsy bag. I think it's actually almost time for me to get another one. It's been so long since I've done an update, so I just put a picture of what was in the Ipsy bag. If you watched my recent mini album video that I made with the My Mind's Eye Spread Your Wings and Fly collection, I just took the scraps that were left and I just stuck them all together. So this was like the 3 or 4 pieces of scrap paper, and I just sort of stuck them so they made a page, and that's what I used. On the back, I just did, like I always did, my review of the stuff that came in this month's bag and what came in last month's, how much I used. And I just used some Heidi Swapp washi stickers all over the place, and I think that was a Snap Simple Stories tab. I really actually like how that page turned out. It was a good way to use up scraps, and I think I will definitely do it again. I'm just always trying to find creative ways to use up my scraps because I don't throw them away, and I want to use them, and I think that turned out really pretty. So if you follow my channel, you know I was in the Maritimes from August 15th to August 30th. So I had one journaling card left, and I just put it in this book to sort of indicate, hey, go look for the other journal. And I just put a picture of home on the back and used some of my leftover die cuts. And then we get into September. So my September divider, I know it looks a little crazy. I just kind of kept throwing things on it. So there's washi tape. These are some Dear Lizzie thickers. I used some of the Trinkets collection die cuts, and I just printed this quote off the interwebs and just outlined it with my Micron one. I just thought it was a nice, life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. That's how I feel in the fall, so I thought it was nice. So the first page is called Back to Normal, and it was just kind of talking about when we leave the Maritimes and we come back to the big city, it's sort of a little bit of a culture shock to get used to being back in the city. So that's what I was talking about here, and I just took a picture from the first day we were back. My husband went out to play Frisbee, so there we are in the field. And I just kind of liked this field because it's so weird to have such a big open space in such a densely packed city. So that's why I used that. I used some Jelly Bean Soup Alphas, lots of washi tape on this page, and some Snap. I think these are Summer Vibes accents. These are from the I Am collection. So that was just a really simple page. Then I just captured a little moment on a 4x6 card. And this is from the I Am collection. The Prime Minister, I guess, was in my neighborhood because I found his bus parked out front of my building. So that was kind of weird. And that's basically all I said there. His whole motorcade was here. There were like a dozen black SUVs and he's got like a rock star bus. And then on the other side of this, I just journaled about the weather. Like the weather's been up and down in such an extreme way that it seemed like worth mentioning. I did make a mistake here in my writing, so I just covered it up with a sticker and some alphas. It was like a scribbly mess under there. So that was how I tried to save it. The next page is just another little moment. It was pretty sky at the night, so I just took a picture of it. And my phone can't capture the beauty of the sky at night, but I try, and so I don't think it necessarily comes through there. But I just used this is a Heidi Swap memory planner pocket page. It was like a separate add-on you could buy. So that's what I used, and these are Heidi Swap memory planner journaling cards. These were the 3x3s. And I just put some alphas on that, some washi tape. And on the back I just wrote about what I made for dinner because it was I'm trying to get into the fall mindset, so I was trying to use figs because they're a September seasonal food, so I just wrote about that here. Just a little picture. The next one is called Puzzle Pint. We actually might get through this whole thing. That's perfect. The next one's called Puzzle Pint, and this is like basically you go to a bar and they just give you puzzles to do, and so you just drink beer and solve puzzles. So the one that we did was Doctor Who themed, and there was like 5 or 6 different puzzles. I tried to take a picture, but of course the bar was dark, so it came up bright orange. But I thought about correcting it, but I was kind of digging it, so I left it bright orange. And I just cut out some things from the puzzles. Like this was a strip that was a part of one of the puzzles. This was on one of the puzzle sheets as well. And then I just pulled out a bunch of teal stuff. Like this was Amy Tangerine. This was some Recollections washi. I'm not sure where that came from. That's from Snap Simple Stories. So, and I just put together a bunch of these kind of bright teal accents on the page. And this is just a sheet of Heidi Swap memory planner paper. So it's a really fun afternoon that we did, or evening. And then we have swimming in the pool. Kind of a big deal for me. I haven't been swimming in years, so I got back in and tried it, and we had a lot of fun. So this page, I had these journaling cards that I meant to use in my Maritime journal, and I never did, so I thought it's a good time to use them. So I did kind of a Harlequin thing with the 4 rectangles, and I just used adhesive cardstock. The paper was pink, and then I used blue adhesive cardstock here, here, and here. Just some Heidi Swap washi down there. And I just wrote in it with white gel pen because I know I've written on this paper. I think last time I had this sheet of paper, I used black pen, so I just wanted to do something different this time. Just used up a bunch of my alphas. And the last one is called Wipeout Run. It was like an obstacle course. My husband did it. I don't like getting wet, so it was so he did it, and some of his friends did it, and it was basically a 5K race with 6 big obstacles, like big inflatable slides and stuff like that. So I had so many pictures that I thought a pocket page was the best way to do it, and I tried to use up all the yellow stuff that was in my Project Life Trinkets collection. So I got some yellow accents here and some teal here. These were some of my new Heidi Swap stickers. This was in my Mind's Eye chalkboard accent. And there's my husband wiping out. He's upside down in the water. They gave out tattoos, and my husband didn't use his, so that's what I used to, that's just like a temporary tattoo. And you just put it on paper the same way you would put it on your skin. You just put it down and get it wet, and it sticks to the paper, so that was perfect. My husband and his 2 friends. And some more pictures, another of the yellow cards, more yellow accents. Myself and my friend, who we were the ones watching, some more of the obstacles, and my husband at the finish line, and I just used this hero art stamp. It says "Go forth and conquer," which I really love. So that's where I'm at in my book, and it didn't take as long as I thought it would, so that's great. So next time I have a flip through for you, I will be back. I haven't captured as much of September as I wanted to. I was just so busy with the book I did for the Maritimes that I think my journaling in here suffered a little bit. So hopefully I'll be back on track going forward. Thank you so much for watching.